All right, so we will get started for today. Build your AI receptionist live. So IPFone has launched an AI voice agent, AI voice receptionist now, for over a year and a half. And we've been able to do a lot of amazing things with this product. It's spread to a lot of different kinds of businesses and industries. And the product only continues to improve. The platform continues to evolve. And so today we're going to be showcasing some of the new improvements in our AI receptionist platform. My name is Nico Chmielewski. I am in the sales and marketing team at IPFone, and I'm joined also by Jason Warm. He is our AI solutions manager. So you have the experts here in the room. You can ask the questions that you need. If you have any questions, you can add it to the chat, and we will get to it at the end of today's meeting. Okay, so um 30 minutes, one agent built from nothing. We're going to review a little bit of the problem, why we created this product, what missed calls are costing a business. We are going to show you guys the build, working with an AI receptionist, configuring it live to your business. It'll take maybe 15 minutes at most. And then we'll actually call the AI. We'll provision it, phone it in, and listen to it work. And then we can review a little bit of the numbers, what the product costs, and how to get one. So a little bit about IPFone before we start. We have over 140 employees, over 8,000 corporate accounts, over 100,000 subscribers on our voice platform, and we've been in the business of business communications for 30 years. So we have the expertise of creating solutions for businesses to communicate internally and externally for over 30 years. We have a geo-redundant data centers in Miami and Detroit, Michigan, as well as being Cisco certified. So we are we definitely have everything set up and ready, all the security as best as we can, set up as best as we can. Um, and IPFone isn't here to just hand you a login and disappear. We are here for the setup, the migration. As you can see on the left, we have our actual in-person tech crew. They go in, they do installs for businesses, whether it's new connectivity, network, internet for their business, or phones for their business. We're there to do training, migration, the whole thing, and we're basically there the whole way through the whole process. Okay, so going back to the AI voice agents, the AI receptionists, your business is probably going to be open about 40 hours in a week, but of course there may be customers that want to call at different hours, or there may be times in your business where your phone lines are just stacked. You have too many people calling in to be able to pick up. And maybe you don't have the staff. Maybe you need your staff to focus on other tasks that may be more important than having to pick up a scam call, right? So most people, um, most people won't leave a voicemail if there's just no call, and you're not going to be able to see the missed call log for someone who hung up on your greeting, right? Like I mentioned before, um, you might be pulling someone from your team out of what they're currently doing just to pick up a phone. And again, that might be a spam sometimes. And hiring doesn't always close that gap. You might need people to be there. You might need someone picking up that phone, right, when someone's on vacation, or when it's just after hours. And so with the AI voice agent, this receptionist, you will be able to answer every single call 24/7 at the first ring. There's no hold music, no phone tree, so you're not putting your customers through press one, press two. You're not having them wait with some fancy jazz music in the background. They can just ask for what they need. They can ask to speak someone on the team, and they'll be routed through. They can book appointments and schedule appointments. Take the AI receptionist can take in lead information as well. and it'll know your business, right? You can give it a knowledge base for your business so that it knows your hours, your location, your services, pricing, FAQs, anything that you teach this AI, it'll know how to respond. Um, and it's a very intelligent AI. I definitely recommend everyone to go to our YouTube, watch the most recent testimonial that we put out. We were working with a business. They had the AI receptionist on, and a customer called in with a question that wasn't in the knowledge base. And yet the AI figured it out on its own and gave the answer to the customer. So the AI just continues to surprise us how smart it can be, how intelligent it can be to address FAQs even if they're not in the knowledge base. And probably one of the best parts too is that you can follow up by text, whether it's a confirmation to the caller, or you want to send some information over. The SMS capabilities are there as well. Okay, so let's build one right now. I had an idea this morning of doing Nico's Pizzeria, so we will go into the platform now and build it together. So let me just open up the form, and here we go. All right, so this is going to be Nico's Pizzeria. So the way that this will work is you'll basically get this platform. You'll be able to fill out a few very simple questions about your business. Again, you'll be able to provide your own information about the knowledge base that you want to give it. That'll come probably in the third or fourth section of the form. But yeah, so we'll start with just the basics, right? So Nico's Pizzeria Company. My name is Nico. I do need to put in an account number. So let me get that in just one moment. All right. Oh, sorry, did not go in. 6, 9. All right. I'm gonna put in my email, my business number, a greeting. You can just use a sample if you don't know what to use. And all of this is also editable. You can edit it later on. So if there's some kind of information that doesn't work for you, you can change that later. You can choose your preferred area code. Here I'm using 973. I'm in New Jersey, so that's my area code here. Then you enable after hours handling. So that just means the AI is picking up after hours, and you can choose the exact times that your business is open. So I will choose, let's say, 12 p.m., maybe, you know what, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sundays 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. Sundays closed. You can put in an after hours greeting. So here, it'll just say our offices are currently closed. I can take a message for the staff, and you can configure it so that the staff is actually receiving a notification as soon as that call comes in. No lead is falling through the cart, let's say. Every lead is being picked up, and all that information is going to be there for you. So here, let's say we're not available. We want to collect a little bit of information from the caller. We might want to ask, what is your name and what is the reason for your call today? Enable call exclusions. So, let's say we don't want spam calls to go through, right? We want to, let's say at my pizzeria, I want to focus the staff on making dough, making the sauce, prepping the oven instead of picking up spam calls or sales calls that we don't need to waste our attention on, right? So those kind of things can be filtered through. And then here you can choose some other transfer destinations as well. And there are some other options to choose from. And then here are some additional instructions, right? Maybe I want to be, a little bit, I want to have a little bit of fun with the caller. So maybe I say, include funny pizza puns when speaking to the caller. So maybe we'll have a little bit of a charismatic, uh, charismatic AI receptionist. So did not spell that well. Um, and then FAQs, right? So you can add as many FAQs as you want here. Maybe I'll just say, what is your best pizza? And I can say our most popular pizza is the pepperoni. And then here you can choose a few more styles of conversation for the agent. Um, you can choose if you wanted to have a professional rep personality, speak in a concise professional tone. You can choose natural filler words. So the AI agent can sound really human and just say things like, right? And make it feel like you're speaking to a human. People won't even recognize that they're speaking to an AI. um and then higher empathy. Maybe you right, like maybe for this pizzeria, I don't know if I need it to sound super professional. Maybe I want it to sound a little bit more human, a little bit more personable. And then here you have a few other things to check off with accuracy, such as smart matching, echo verification, right? So like repeating things back and forth. um, It'll be able to confirm certain important details. Um, and then for trust and safety, you can choose AI disclosure, kind of acknowledging that it's a virtual assistant that this person is talking to, and or scope boundaries, so that it can stay precisely within the instructions that you're giving it, and doesn't invent new details, right? Okay, and then finally here on the last step, you'll kind of choose what you want it to sound like. You can choose between male and female. You can choose between different accents. So I guess we'll just do American. And here you can test the voices as well. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear the test voice, but I will play it for a few seconds. Hopefully you guys can hear it. And if not, anyways, we're going to call the AI in a second. So yeah, you'll be able to. Hello, Anna. Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know if you guys heard that, but test what it'll sound like. Choose between, plethora of different um voices and accents. So there's a lot to choose from here. And then finally, you hit continue. And here, our staff is going to work on provisioning the line. So this may take up to 24 hours max. But once we have your number ready, um, you'll be provided with it. You'll get a notification. You can basically start right away. So it seems like my number is pretty much ready and I can use it now. So how about we call the AI and we can give it a try, see how it sounds. I'm gonna call right now. So this is 786-298-5142.
Our offices are currently closed, so our amazing human staff isn't available, but is there anything I can do to help? I'm all ears, ready to, slide through any questions you got.
Are you guys able to hear this, by the way? Just want to make sure. Jason, are you hearing the voice?
Yes, we can hear it, Nico.
Yes. Okay. Okay, great. Yes, I'm still here. I actually wanted to know, what is the best pizza that you guys have?
Nice, glad you're still here. Thanks for hanging on the line. So the best pizza we've got, and definitely the most popular, is our pepperoni pizza. It's the big cheese around here, you could say. If you tell me what kind of toppings you usually like, more veggie, more meat, extra cheese, I can help you figure out if pepperoni is your perfect match or suggest something for your next pizza adventure.
Okay, great. Yeah, what about gluten-free? Do you guys have gluten-free?
That's a really good question, and I totally get why that's important. I don't have accurate access to our full current menu details.
Right. So I didn't provide any gluten-free information, so it's not responding. But as you guys have just seen, like I can configure it to get SMS, get a message, say, hey, can you send me a confirmation for the reservation? Once everything is linked up and integrated with the CRM from that business, we can pretty much configure it to do anything. We have a few other demo lines as well, and we'll be sending them by email to everyone on the webinar later, so you can test more of this yourself. But yeah, like I showed with the gluten free and things like that, like the more detailed that I make it, the more FAQs and information that I give it, the better it'll be able to respond to your customers, right? Um, so then finally, Jason, do you want to show the back end analytics or should I?
Sure, I can show the analytics.
Um,
Now, the call that Nico just made will unfortunately not show up here just yet because it does take a little bit for the agents to build into the platform. We see here some of his excuse me, some of his previous examples you can see with the Nico's Pizza here, but this will give you a good idea of what the metric system actually looks like. You'll of course be able to see, a quick view of what's going on in your system, why people are disconnecting, what the average sentiment of your calls are, what the success rate of your calls are. You'll be able to track over different time periods throughout the system. You'll be able to look at the call history of each individual call. You can see when you click on it, you're able to listen to the entirety of call. You're also able to get a call summary as well as a full transcript of the call as well. And you're also able to edit your own receptionist from the platform. So you see here we come to the edit section, and this walks you through a wizard pretty much exactly like Nico just went through, where you can make changes to your agent on the fly, and those are immediately published for you to use. So that's what you'll get along with the analytics package, along with the analytics in there.
So I will go back to the presentation I was on. All right. So in less than 15 minutes, I would say that was very quick. You saw us create the agent, we set the rules, we taught it about our business, we submitted the build, the line got provisioned, and it's live. We can make edits later. And now we can call it as we just did. So I can skip this slide. So we have three different versions of the AI Receptionist product. The light version is just under $25 a month, 100 minutes included, and 30 cents per minute afterward. And the standard version is $49.95 with 200 minutes included, and then 25 cents per minute after that. And to have SMS included as an add-on, that's just an extra $10 per month. And if you'd like to start and give this a try today, see if it works for your business, see what it would be like, you can do a free 30-day trial with us and start today. We do have a few other AI products. So let's say you want it to be a bit more needs to do a few more complex tasks and have integrations with CRM, integrate more deeper integrations into your business system. There are going to be different level tiers with different level of minutes as well, depending on the business size and how many calls you're getting. We also have an AI collections agent, which is really helpful if you have many different clients to catch up on with your collections. This is a very, very helpful product as well. And another AI agent that we have is called the AI Call Protect. It's going to be there to stop spam calls, kind of filter through who's calling you, if it's spam, and just filter out the sales pitches and all of that. And then finally, the AI call analytics. We have a new customer testimonial coming up this week, actually, where we speak with a lawyer who has AI call analytics. not even an agent yet. They're just using the analytics to track all of the calls, summaries, sentiment, all of that. And so all of this is available for purchase through IPFone. And I guess this part is pretty quick, but you don't need to have your line through IPFone to set up your AI agent, your AI receptionist. The line doesn't have to be through us, but we do sell voice, we do sell cloud PBX, we do sell WebEx and MS Teams routing as well as doing managed connectivity. We do dedicated internet access. And so we are kind of like a one provider, one invoice, one stop shop for anything having to do with business connectivity, business communications, whether it's internal, external communications. So we can build packages together and put something that's going to, make this all work super seamlessly. All right, so if you are ready to create your AI receptionist today, you can go ahead and call sales after this call. You can email us at sales@IPFone or info@IPFone.com, or you can go to our website. You can go to IPFone.com/request a quote and just fill out a quick form and request a quote, and you can get started today. All right, so thank you for joining us. I guess we are open to questions from now on. So Jason and I will be looking at your questions in the chat and answering them live. And I'm not sure, I hope I said this already, but thank you everyone again for being here. I hope this was a good session for you guys, an informational session. We're really excited about these new updates in the AI receptionist, the AI receptionist platform that we have, being able to create it on such a fly, be able to create it so quickly. So yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Is there a sheet with add-ons like SMS and anything else?
Yes,
Yes.
those add-ons are available. They're not in the build form just yet. They will be shortly. But yes, we have functionality like SMS, WebEx messaging, WhatsApp messaging, any basically text-based service we can plug in to the system.
We have 3 different offices. We will need a different number for each office.
Not necessarily, depending on how you would like the AI to be able to route. You can have just a single AI that can route to multiple locations. That is not an issue.
Terry says we have 3. Oh, sorry. No, that was the one I just read. Daziel says any security standards for healthcare, especially if PHI is recorded on the transcripts.
We do have HIPAA compatible options. Out of the box, it does not support full HIPAA compliance. But again, for a receptionist, you really would want to try to avoid looking for the patient to leave any real personal information beyond their name and telephone number.
Giovanna asks, is there extra charge per user?
No, it's a charge for the AI itself, and then that includes the amount of minutes per month. I believe Nico went over that a little bit earlier, and he can certainly send you out any of the sheets that have the breakdowns on them.
Carlos says Teams.
Uh, if you're asking if it can send messages into Teams, uh, in theory, it should be able to. I can tell you that is not something we have done just yet, but it should be capable of. So if you have a client that needs to have Teams integration with the AI, reach out to us and we can let you know.
Alan asks, how is a call transferred?
Call is going to be transferred depending on which system you're on. People that are native to our BroadSoft system, they can use strictly extension transfers. Everyone else will have the ability to transfer via direct dial number. So it basically transfers via full telephone number. So if I wanted to transfer to somebody outside of my company, that's possible. If I need to transfer to somebody inside of my company, they're going to need an extension or a telephone number.
Joe says, great info and seems quick to set up, what is the YouTube video link? So you can go to our YouTube channel. It is IPFone USA altogether. And I'm pretty sure it's just the most recent video that we put out. So you can just find it there. I will try to get you a link before we end the webinar. Jack says, can IPFone give an AI demo line to its agents?
Not really sure what you mean by that question. Maybe you could clarify a bit, Jack?
Um, Carlos says, "Oh, we do have some demo lines that we can share for people to try." So we will be sending an email afterward to the attendants of today's webinar with a call number that you can kind of try and ask questions to. It's just if you want to try speaking to the AI agent, the AI receptionist a little bit more and get to know how it works a little better. Carlos says, "Thank you. Answered with Teams answer, like WhatsApp and others you mentioned." Mike says, is appointment setting available? What calendars or software can it integrate with?
It can integrate with Outlook, with Google Calendar, with many, many other systems. Basically, if the system has an open API, then we can integrate with it.
Brian says, do spam calls count for the minutes used?
Unfortunately, yes, but we can be aggressive in the way we program the agent to identify and terminate spam calls as quickly as possible.
Stacia says, did I miss the answer to that? Do spam calls count for the minutes used?
I think we just
Right,
answered
that
that.
was just right.
Mhm.
Um, Jack, I would like to add to my business. Thank you, Jack. Eric says, all can the AI assistant look at my calendar, go give a caller when I would be available to call back? I guess give a caller a message when I can call
That would
back.
be our one of our AI agents. The receptionists are not going to be able to look into your calendar, but our AI agents will be able to access your calendar. To explain very simply, the AI receptionist is a tool that's really just designed to answer basic questions about your business and direct calls. An AI agent is a more competent artificial intelligence that is actually going to be accomplishing tasks for the caller. That may be looking up your calendar, that may be looking up their account in your CRM system to see if they have a balance, that may be looking up their account to see if they've got any open support tickets. Basically, if we're doing a dive into an external system, that's going to be an AI agent versus a receptionist. Calls are tracked by the second, Giovanna. So it's not a roundup of the call. If your call lasts 24 seconds, that's what it's tracked as, 24 seconds.
Mike says, does a 10-second call count as a whole minute?
Nope, that's going to be the same thing. A 10-second
Right.
call counts as a 10-second call. There's no rounding in the system other than to the second, obviously. So if it's 13 and a half seconds, it's going to round up to 14 seconds.
Carlos says, spam calls. Will AI receptionist press 9 to take off the list?
The AI receptionist could listen to any message and identify that it is a person with that is basically another automated message. And if there is an unsubscribe option, it can execute that.
Do we have a
Yes, an
pricing sheet?
AI. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we do have a pricing sheet, and we also have a new web page for the AI agent. Let me see if I can get it for you in the chat in just a moment. The exact link, but that has the pricing on it.
Can an AI agent also act as a receptionist? Yes, it absolutely can. It's basically your receptionist on steroids. It's going to be have the ability to not only direct calls, it's going to have the ability to interact with any of your internal systems, whether that's a calendar, a CRM, a property management system, a hotel operations system. It will be able to interact with those systems and perform additional functions, but it still can do the basics like call routing as well. No, Stacy, unfortunately, there is not an unlimited number of minute options yet. We do have a certain amount of minutes included with each package, and then there is an overage charge based on the package that you have.
So
Does the
oh,
counting?
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I added the link there for the link to the AI receptionist webpage, and you can find more pricing information there.
John, does the counting of time stop once the call is transferred? Yes, once the AI is disengaged with the call and that call has been sent to its destination, whether that's a human or some other system, then it is basically out of the AI and that is no longer being counted. Daciel, there is no limit on the amount of simultaneous calls it can take. It is a very scalable solution. It can handle from one call to 100 calls to 1,000 calls. Obviously, we're going to try and scale that appropriately to your business, but it does scale on the fly as well. Can the intelligence agents speak other languages? Yes, we do have Spanish, French, a whole variety of other international languages. If you have specific needs, reach out to us and we'll let you know. The agent can do basically either one or the other language. We have found that if you try to do just one agent speaking every language, it can lead to a bit of confusion. But depending on your needs, if it's a simple agent, that can still be arranged as well.
All right. Can we set both English and Spanish?
Yes, you can. The agent would be able to see whether you're speaking English or Spanish and distinguish, or you can have separate agents where one speaks English and one speaks Spanish.
Do you have to sign a contract for this service?
Yes, there is a contract that needs to be signed. We are always willing to work with you, and you do always get 30 days of free trial so that you have a chance to actually review the service live before you're committed to anything. And we do
Giovanni,
also offer our normal service satisfaction guarantee.
Giovanna says, would you please explain again the difference between the AI receptionist and AI agent? Thank you.
Sure. A receptionist is primarily designed to answer calls, direct calls, and answer questions about your business. It's not really there to take appointments, to check account balances, to provide technical support. Those all require interfacing with your internal system, whether that be a calendar, a knowledge base, a CRM system, a property management system. That's where the agents come in. Whenever we're interfacing with those specific systems that your business runs, that's where the agent is going to come into play. The standard contract is 3 years, Brian. There's extensive support after you go live. We do offer somebody answering your calls 24/7. We are able to respond in emergencies at any hour if one is required. We try to basically give white glove support where we're going to make sure that you're always happy with us.
These are all great questions, everyone. Thank you. I guess we'll see if any other questions are coming in. Any
Just to
last
let you know, there
questions?
is some flexibility on the AI products. We do have the ability to go month to month if that is required. Just let us know ahead of time, and we'll certainly work with you for that. Brian, we are willing to go month to month, so if you did want to avoid a contract, you would be able to.
All right. Well, the price the same in that case.
That's really going to be a discussion that you're going to have with your individual salesperson. We do try to be extremely flexible and competitive, but I'd rather not getting to the exact, pricing on the live call like this. Um, Also, I should let you know that it is not necessary for you to build your own agents. Our project management team is fully trained in this system. If that's something you simply want to hand off to our team and let us build it for you, this is not necessarily a self-serve product, though we do want to give you that ability. Stacy, I see your question about the sensitivity to curse words. That's really up to you. We can set that sensitivity at any level. Some of our clients would just prefer to take the call and try to de-escalate. Others would just don't even want to deal with that. So that is customizable per each client.
Yes, I will be sending a recording of the webinar meeting later through email. We will be uploading to YouTube so that you can rewatch it or send it to someone. Absolutely. Can the
Just
agent
in
solve
the
small IT issues?
Just a simple thing to keep in mind is, the AI receptionist is just the next evolution of the IVR, the auto attendant that we're all so familiar with. There's no reason for in 2026 a business to have a menu that says, "Thank you for calling. Please press one for that, press two for this." Wouldn't it be so much easier for your callers to just call in and say, "Hi, thank you for calling. What can I help you with? I'd like to speak to you, the sales team." No problem. Let me connect you to our sales team. No menu, no pressing buttons, just a simple plain language conversation. Uh, yes, the agents do have the ability to solve small IT issues. They are quite capable and can be paired with knowledge base for your company as well to make it even more effective in problem solving. And yes, the recording of the meeting will be sent out to everyone. I like to think that we're very competitive to other folks in the industry, especially when you consider the level of service you get with any of our products. The AI receptionist is a great little product. Honestly, the way it's designed, it doesn't require a lot of hand holding. It doesn't require a lot of support. It's designed as something you set up and it just works. But when it comes to our agents, those more complex projects where it's digging into your internal systems, we provide a level of white glove service that the other companies out there just aren't even close to touching. We're not a cookie cutter solution. We're not designing something that's a one size fits all. We design an AI agent that's going to complement and improve performance specifically for your business. The AI does have the ability to deal with people who have speech impediments. I can't say that it's perfect yet, obviously, but we do also offer the chat solutions so that a company can have both a voice and a chat agent if they like, right off your website, even if you prefer. Uh, Infisar, I'm sorry if I'm getting your name right there. The analytics in the receptionist are pretty standardized. If there's specific information that you want to collect from your callers, it does have that ability. But if you're looking for more advanced analytics, if you're looking for a product that really maybe does some specific analysis on the calls after the fact, that would probably be one of our AI agents. We also have specific call recording with sentiment analysis products that really use AI. That if you're looking to have it an analysis of your customer service team, for example, it can do very well on things like that also. John, that would typically be used either for sending information to the caller, such as a map to the location, text message with the business's hours, some basic FAQs, or it could also be used to send internally notifications to people within the business when certain conditions are occurring. Like, for example, a person has a critical issue that needs attention. No, the agents are separate from the receptionist. The receptionist is kind of a base level product. The agent is the next step up in the chain where it comes to functionality, being able to accomplish tasks within outside systems, CRM, property management, hotel room management, things like that. All right. Are there any
Yeah.
other questions? The receptionist could be programmed to make outbound calls to do inclement weather alerts. There would need to be a form of notification set up, so that would probably rate more as an agent. But if you come to us and we'll discuss your specific circumstance, uh, just because of the simplicity of that, it's really just getting information and pulling the call. We'd probably still try to do that at the receptionist pricing level, but reach out to your salesperson and we'll have a discussion with that on one-on-one. Make sure that we get something that fits you properly. No problem at all.
All right. Well, seems like that might have been the last question. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us for today's webinar. If you have any other questions, you can give us a call. You can send us an email. We have the info right there on the screen. Visit the website. I posted the link of our new AI receptionist webpage. So if you want to review information again, you can see it there. And I will be sending an email later tonight with a recording on YouTube of today's webinar if you want to share it or watch it again. So again, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. We have one last question. Can IPFone sales agent get a free or discounted AI receptionist?
Our sales team will always be happy to discuss possibilities with you.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And we hope to see you guys in the next webinar or something. uh, thanks for joining us today. Have a great one, and we'll be in touch. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
very much, everyone.